The hire should have been Becky Hammon. Or even Ime Udoka. No-brainers, those two. Or maybe the Trail Blazers head coaching job should have gone to some other qualified candidate. If general manager Neil Olshey weren't busy orchestrating the most pathetic hiring charade in state history, we might all get to wake up intoxicated by a decent sports development today. Instead, we're stuck digesting an old rape case. Chauncey Billups is reportedly lined up to be Portland's next NBA head coach. Try that on today. The NBA franchise that could have gone with a homegrown talent or been the first ever to hire a woman as its head coach instead opted to hand the keys to a guy who once settled a sex assault case out of court. Larger sports markets won't understand the angst here. Fans in other cities won't easily relate. But you and I get it. The Billups era hasn't officially started, but already feels doomed. The franchise looked past a line of candidates who would have probably offered to summit Mount Hood barefoot. It came up instead with a tone-deaf misfire of a hire who will arrive with a pile of questions. Where's owner Jody Allen on this one? How about All-Star guard Damian Lillard? I believed the report that Allen wanted to give Hammon strong consideration. Figured it was a done deal. I've applauded Lillard for his leadership. In the end, I'm left hoping someone will step in and unwind this hire. Also, I'm wondering if Olshey really is running the franchise unchecked these days. Olshey wanted Billups so badly that he put on blinders weeks ago and raced toward the outcome without considering the collateral damage. He didn't bother to interview some other qualified candidates, including the homegrown Udoka. Didn't fit his desired outcome. It's petty, disappointing, self-serving stuff. But that's essentially a summary of the Olshey era, folks. The Celtics hired Udoka. Portland is stuck with Olshey, who now looks woefully unaware of his franchise's own history. It wasn't that long ago that Paul Allen's organization embarrassed itself with dogfighting, drag racing and other law-breaking. The Blazers had a registered sex offender playing small forward, remember? In the end, fans stopped showing up to the arena and sponsors boycotted. Those things, and not a conscience, forced the basketball organization to shift organizational philosophy. Allen vowed that character would matter, going forward. Then, his beloved basketball franchise got about drafting and hiring people the city found easy to root for. Paul's gone now. A question, does character still matter? Not if you're hiring Billups to replace Terry Stotts today. That move sends a terrible message, particularly to the women in our state. Never mind that Billups worked as an assistant with the Clippers. Never mind that he and Olshey go way back. Portland isn't LA. The hire of Billups feels all wrong. Sex assault survivor Brenda Tracy is in disbelief today. Maybe you will be, too, after you read the details of the troubling allegations pointed at Billups and a couple of his teammates in November of 1997. A night out at a comedy club ended with a woman calling police and getting a rape kit at the hospital. The exam revealed injuries to her throat, cervix, and rectum, along with bruising on her back consistent with someone being dragged across a rug. Sperm had been retrieved from her vagina. Billups initially told investigators his role was consensual. The NBA star claimed at first that he wasn't even present in the teammate's condominium where the alleged assault took place. That teammate, Antoine Walker, eventually filed a now-sealed lawsuit against Billups. He was never charged with a crime. Billups eventually settled the case out of court in 2000 for an undisclosed sum. Said Tracy, "Guess I won't be going to any Blazer games. I'm glad the men who raped me didn't amount to much because I can't imagine how hard it is to watch your rapist succeed in life when you're trying to deal with the fallout." I've already heard from Blazers fans who say they won't bring themselves to support the franchise if Billups is officially hired. One of them said his wife was raped and he won't put her through the trauma of bringing her to games. Another offered that it's just too sobering to absorb. Oregon is a different state in that way, one where stuff like this will always matter.